Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be doing Buyer Beware for the Executives and Other Criminals DLC update that has come to Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what my Buyer Beware series is, it's what I do after every DLC is released, where I talk to you guys about some of the items that you need to be careful before you purchase and give you suggestions on which DLC things that you should stick away from. All right, so the first items we're going to be talking about today are the new armored variants of the cars that came with this update. There were 4 of them added. 2 of them were for the Anus Cognoscetis, 1 for the Shafter, and 1 for the Baller. They're essentially armored variants of the regular cars that we see in-game. Now, for these, I'm not telling you guys to not buy them. In fact, I think they're really cool vehicles, but there is a little bit of confusion on their armor capabilities, and that's where I'm going to set the record straight for you guys today, comparing it to the most similar armored vehicle we have in the game, the Karen Kuruma, which of course came with the Heist update. So right off the bat, you'll notice that the Karen Kuruma lacks the side plating that the new armored variants has, although the Kuruma has a much better window protection. As you can see, there is a smaller slit that bullets can either pass through, and there is a much larger steel plating on the Kuruma as compared to the windows of the new vehicle, like the Shafter, the Baller, and of course the versions of the Anus Cognosceti. So I wanted to put that to the test to see which one had the better protection. So I took out the Karen Kuruma, and the Karen Kuruma has a very, very good window protection against bullets. I tested this against pistols, submachine guns. I even got out an LMG and literally started spraying at the windows, and it looks like the Kuruma is going to offer a much better protection, because I then took out one of the variants of the new vehicles, and you could see that for about 5 or 6 bullets, it holds up very well, and then the glass starts to go into the shattering process, and then it breaks, leaving the driver and the passengers fully exposed. So in conclusion, it looks that the Karen Kuruma has the better window protection, as its glass didn't break at all. Now, I'm not sure the damage that one would have taken in the Kuruma, but I can definitely tell you it was going to be more in the new armored variants because the glass totally shattered. But that wasn't the only test that I was looking at today. I also noticed that the new vehicles had, like I said, that crazy armor plating. So I wanted to see if that made a difference. So I did a test fire at both the Kuruma with an RPG and one of the newer vehicles. The Kuruma was not able to survive a single explosion blast. It was destroyed after 1 RPG. Whereas the new vehicles could actually take 1 RPG. I shot an RPG at one of the new Anus armored vehicles, and it survived, which is really cool. So now it was only able to take 1. It's not like a tank where it could just take multiple. But in conclusion, the new armored vehicles have a better overall protection because you can survive like a sticky bomb being thrown on you. However, you are going to get in trouble if someone will focus fire you with bullets from like a submachine gun or an assault rifle into your car. You're going to be taking a lot more damage because the Kuruma is so much better at, just destroying bullets that come through you. So once again, in conclusion, I'm not saying that you should not buy these vehicles. This part of the buyer beware was just to let you know the armored capability of the new vehicles as compared to, I guess, the standard armored vehicle of previous release, which of course is the Karen Kuruma. All right, now moving on. The next thing I'm going to be putting the Buyer Beware sticker on are the new Stilt apartments, Vinewood Hill homes, mansions, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to be putting the Buyer Beware sticker on these for a few reasons. One of them is not price. They're actually a lot cheaper than I thought. You can see the most expensive one here is $800,000. That has a 10-car garage. So by now you're thinking, well, what's wrong? These actually look really cool. Well, there's nothing technically wrong with them. I'm just disappointed in the hype that they had and what they actually did. So amongst going inside, this is the interior that you're going to see in every single mansion or apartments or stilt homes or whatever the case they're called. There's not going to be a single variation of the interior. There are some of the stilt homes that have like a different color scheme and like a staircase in a different location, but that's really it. All the rooms are going to be in the exact same layout with the exact same furniture. The only difference is going to be the view. And another crappy thing is that you can't even go out on the beautiful decks that are built onto these homes. So you can only utilize the interior. The interior is relatively the same throughout all the other apartments or stilt homes, and they don't offer anything unique or special. If you're really going to spend your money on a new home from this update, I recommend you go for the new customizable apartments. There's only 3 of them, and I think the max one is 1.1 million, with the cheapest one being 900,000. So it's only $100,000 more than the Stilt home mansions. You still get a 10-car garage, and you get, in my opinion, a better living space. Not only do you get the option to choose between 8 customization interiors, but you've also got what, like I said, in my opinion, a better looking space with, of course, a better view because you're higher up in the world. So if I had to give my overall opinion, I would recommend that you stay away from the mansions, the Stilt homes. Although they're cool and it's nice to have a big standalone home, they don't offer really anything unique that I found worth paying for. Like I said, you still get the 10-car garage, a better view, and a better interior, and the new customizable apartments. So I recommend you go for those. And finally, last but not least, I'm going to be putting the buyer beware sticker on the new SuperVolito helicopter. One of them is going to be the price. So there are 2 variants of the SuperVolito helicopter. One of them is the Carbon Edition, the other one is the regular. The Carbon Edition sells for $3.3 million. It's got this like carbon fiber exterior. It looks cool, but it's not worth $3.3 million. And the regular one is about $2.1 million. Now, the only reason I would ever say that this would be acceptable to buy is if you were really thrilled with what you can do in the back seat of these helicopters, which is drinking champagne and going on the internet, which can only be done in 2 other vehicles, the Luxor Deluxe and the Swift Deluxe, which are $10 million and $5 million. So unless you really want to do that, then this would be an appropriate thing to buy because it is significantly cheaper. But honestly, it's not worth it at all. And I'll tell you why, because if you purchase the most expensive yacht, which is only $8 million, you'll notice, I think it's called like the Aqueous, it comes with a SuperVolito Carbon. So an $8 million yacht comes with a free $3.3 million helicopter. And what's great about that is you can use the helicopter that spawns on that yacht anytime you want. Now, the only downside is it's not going to be a Pegasus vehicle, meaning you can't have it called in. But if it's going to be on your yacht 24/7, you automatically know where it's going to be, and you can go to the yacht anytime you want and simply grab it and go. So I don't see that being a huge issue, the fact that it's a non-Pegasus vehicle. So I'm going to stick away from buying the SuperVolito. You should as well. If you really want it, get the most expensive yacht. It'll come with it, and you can use it anytime you want. But anyways, that's all the buyer beware stickers that I'm going to be giving out in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy, and hopefully you learned a thing or two, and hopefully you can save some of your money, as I know the stuff in this DLC is pretty expensive. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would be awesome. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You like daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.